Hello. What I want to talk about now is poetry. I know it's not something you've not known for, but I've been thinking about it lately, and there's lots of times we come across a poem or something that just hits you hard, hits you right in the feels, or makes you think. And it just reminds me of a story of when I was looking more into poetry. Now, what I'm planning to do is just read two poems now, just as an example of things that I have encountered and they did hit me well. But what was it? One story of after obviously I've come across a number of very nice poems over time, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to try and dive into poetry. So maybe there's loads of other good stuff. So I went down to a little bookshop in a nearby town called Scarvin, and it's a classic, good old bookshop. The kind of thing that really should exist, but the internet is probably going to kill. Like a little shop with a cafe upstairs, the shelves packed and groaning with every type of book you can imagine, and then a whole room that was basically half of it was poetry. So I spent a full hour in there skimming through book after book and just reading, and I came to the very clear conclusion that I cannot waste my life with this gobshite. Most poets are navel-gazing slackers. And I admit I'm being a bit hyperbolic for comedy effect, but yeah, I don't want to spend hours upon hours reading all the different ways people want to imagine a flower. So no, my foray into a poet reading career ended there because there's just so much crap you have to sift through to find the gems. And fortunately, in the modern age, there are thousands of people who have just done that for me. So what I decided to do was basically just read the greats and take other poems on recommendation for others. Because then, if someone else liked it, there's a chance that I might like it as well. But no, I'm not going to read like all the collective works of some twit who couldn't really be bothered to get a real job. And again, I'm being hyperbolic for the joke of it, but yeah. So, as an example, let's read a couple two poems that worked for me. And if you any you want me to look at, please leave a comment below. And I hope you enjoy these two. So, first off, go with a classic, Rudyard Kipling. If you've heard it before, hey, maybe you like my voice. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves and made a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of a pitch and a toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, for all men count on you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which more, you'll be a man, my son. Yeah, that will be definitely considered one of the classics, and basically, I think that's one worth listening to, particularly if you want to go through it in life. And that's an example of something that could be potentially inspiring and hit you. And here's one that absolutely made me cry. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. The sun goes down upon the Ankh and slowly, softly fades. Across the drum, the royal bank, the river gate, the shades. As stony circles close to elves, and here where lines are blurred, between the stacks of books and shelves, a quiet ook is heard. A copper steps the city street, on parties often past. The final march, the final beat, a time to rest at last. He gives his badge a final shine, and sadly shakes his head, while Granny lies beneath a sign that says, I ain't dead. The luggage shifts in its sleep and dreams. It's now the time's hand. For where it's always night it seems, a timer clears of sand. And so it is that death arrives, when all the time's gone. But dreams endure and hope survives. This world carries on. Yeah, just you know, I read that at the point at which that was released, and if you know, you know. So, in short, poetry is definitely something worth looking into, but I caution against just thinking you can dive straight in, because there's a lot of crap out there. So, best advice I can give you, ask people. And because people will have found things they like, and they will be willing to share. And that's just a lesson to live by. I've been rambling nowhere rapidly. If you have any questions or things you want me to talk about, or other poems perhaps you want me to read because my voice is so sexy, leave a comment below.